Okay, this is a video response to Fat Jerry and his video about the evil of Muslims. First off, get a map. Because, I mean, I know the United States isn't exactly well known for, you know, its knowledge of people outside of its own borders, but I don't think you'll find anywhere on a map of the world a country called Muslim or Islam. So first off, there's that one. Muslim is a name of people who follow the religion of Islam. It is not a country. Secondly, most Muslim countries are underdeveloped. Well, let's have a look, shall we? This is just something I pulled off Wikipedia. Underdeveloped Muslim countries: Saudi Arabia, Iraq, who you went to war over WMDs. Right, yes. What were these WMDs? Rocks filled with manure. The United Arab Emirates, who give you most of your oil. Kuwait. Let's see, where else have we got? Admittedly, part of what you said is true. There are underdeveloped Muslim countries. However, there are also underdeveloped Christian countries. Let's see, Afghanistan, who also apparently have WMDs. Pakistan, Bangladesh. Well, no, Bangladesh pretty much is. Chechnya. China. China's an underdeveloped country? Yeah, right. China is the fastest growing economy in the world. It's taking your American one and throwing it at the Algarve. Really is. Okay, next point. Islam. It's a violent religion. Well, what the hell? Let's have a look. Violent religion. This is a Bible quote. And I've just decided I'm going to pull it up on rape. Okay, this is from Zechariah chapter 14, verse 1 to 2. NAB. Lo, a day shall come for the Lord, when the spoils shall be divided in your midst, and I will gather all the nations against Jerusalem for battle. The city shall be taken, houses plundered, women ravished. Half of the city shall go into exile, but the rest of the people shall not be removed from the city. Right, okay, let's have a look. Here's another one. Rape and the spoils of war. Book of Judges, chapter 5, verse 30. They must be dividing the spoils they took. There must be a damsel or two for each man. Spoils of dyed cloth, as the Sarah's spoil. An ornate shawl or two for me in the spoil. Lovely. So, Christian, this big religion of peace, approves of rape. Score! Another thing I'd like to point out on the thing of Christianity, I believe the 7 deadly sins are in the Bible, or at least within the Christian faith. Jerry, you seem to be suffering from one of them, namely gluttony. But at least you acknowledge it, because you are, after all, Fat Jerry. Right, let's see. Another point I wanted to bring up is, let's have a look at something that you Americans hold, well, so many people in America hold very, very dear. That would be the First Amendment. Addresses the rights of freedom of religion over another religion through law, and protecting the right to free exercise of religion. So by you making this video, you are in essence breaking your own constitution by coming out with all this. Score. Barack Obama could be a Muslim. Again, protected by the First Amendment. He's allowed to be a Muslim. Hell, he is allowed to be a Furby worshipper for all we care. It does not matter. He can be a Jedi. It does not matter. Because the First Amendment of your own Constitution gives you freedom of religion. People who are good patriotic Americans who are Muslim are bad Muslims. Anyone else recognise the irony in this? You go on about Islam fundamentalists who go around, you know, blowing up the 2 towers and bombing schools and all this. Well, I would agree with you. Those are Islamic fundamentalists. Hang on, there's a word in the Christian side of that for them. Oh yeah, Christian fundamentalists. Christian fundamentalism helped pave the way for a little thing called creationalism. The most idiotic piece of dogma ever to come out of, wait, America! By the way, this isn't a personal dig at all Americans. This is a dig at this twat that I'm doing here, who probably won't even approve this video. Anyway, let's see, because Christianity's never done anything wrong, has it? Ever heard of a group called the IRA? They went around bombing things up. By the way, they were Catholics. Or how about one of your most famous religious groups, the Westboro Baptist Church, the biggest bunch of Christian scum on the face of this planet. But anyway, you're an idiot. Your views are absurd, wrong. I happen to know several Muslims. I work with them. Personalities aside, their religion doesn't come into it. I don't go to work fearing that I'm going to get blown up or shot, mainly because I'm not a Muslim. Islam, is a religion of peace. Like Christianity, it is a religion of peace. However, unfortunately, there are people like you who spread hate amongst it, who have this opinion that because I'm right, you're wrong. There are a few, yes, who take it to extremes, but by far not many of them, because if they were all like that, we'd all be dead. As you said, there are millions of Muslims. We'd all be freaking dead. Because they'd all be running around with bombs strapped to their chests. You're an idiot. However, you're also so far stuck up your own arse that you'll never realise it. I'm out.